Alrighty guys, we got a green screen. We're gonna get started in just a minute. Couple minutes, as soon as some people get in here. Give me 1 second here. Let me just post on Twitter that we're going live. And we can start some calming. To bet in. Some calming music for you guys. And we got one person in here. Hopefully this is working. Looks like our internet is good. Yeah. Yeah, it looks all right. Everything looks okay. Let's wait till some more people get in here. Last stream we did, the power went out during it, and when I saw how bad Ethereum looked on the 6th day, Market Cipher usually doesn't lie. You know, the thing you got to realize in trading is that you're never going to be right 100% of the time, but you can easily be right most of the time. That's where risk management comes in. So guys, smash the like button. Get started in just a minute or two here. I have a green screen now. You can see me. I'm right in part of the screen, which is really, really cool. At least I think so. And yeah, I kind of look cool. The lighting, you know, I probably got to buy a light or something or mess with the lighting a little bit to make it a little bit better. But, you know, happy with where we're at. We got 4 likes. Guys, smash the like button. Let's get a few more in 4 in here. Let's wait till a few more people get in here. And yeah, we are going down as predicted. Had a short trade, still swing short on Ethereum. Guys, if you're interested, link in the description below in the exclusive Discord. We've had some really good calls in there, which has been awesome. A lot of people have really liked it. Gotten a lot of really good feedback there. And yeah, I'm not right 100% of the time. That's what you got to realize. That's why risk management is so important in this game. But, you know, I'm right most of the time. So, yeah. And we got 23 people in. Can you get started in just a second here? Let's see, is anybody saying anything here? Not yet. What do you guys think? Is Bitcoin going to go down in the short term? Let's see what you guys think. Car won't hit me in that shirt. Oh yeah, probably not. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's just based on how the lighting is, how the effects of the green screen. So yeah. But yeah, what's up, guys? All right, let's get started. We got 21 people in, 10 likes. Happy with that. So let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at what's going on. So, you know, I'm not going to show you the trade that I made because there's not an official outcome on it. So it'd be kind of unfair for the people that are paying. But, you know, right here, what you can see is we seem to be losing this important level. We're going down a bit more here. This volatility, wow. Well, I didn't even realize we already went down that low. Now we're back. That is crazy. What's going on here? Wow. There is some volatility in this market, as I will say. There's some volatility in this market. But anyhow, 15-minute money flow crossover downward. A lot of signs here. You know, 4-hour VWAP curving down. Your 30-minute you know, curving downward. Your daily is the bullish case, but the thing is, you know, what I like to, well, let's talk about the rare bearish sign. Let's talk about, you know, what's going on here and what hasn't happened. So let me show you, you know, we could look at this on the either the Bitstamp chart or the Brave New Coin chart. Let's look at the where's the Bitstamp? Yeah, let's just look at Brave New Coin. We go on our monthly, and ooh, red X. So the red X is, this one, this was the pandemic. This didn't play out too much. He just continued forward. But if you look at, how the 2 week looks, how the weekly looks at these points back here, when you had that red X, bam, you came down to bottom out in the next few months. Bam, you came down to bottom out within the next few months right there. I think it's likely the same thing could play out here, creating a massive buying opportunity. Also, Warren Buffett was talking very negatively about crypto the other day. Typically, I think when big people say anything about crypto, positive, negative, I think it means that you're going to go down kind of in the short term a good amount for a good buying opportunity within the next month or two. So yeah, I think of that when you see Tom Brady with the laser eyes back in May 2021, Paris Hilton with the laser eyes, like stuff like that, Gene Simmons, like it means there's a good buying opportunity after it crashes. It means wait till it crashes, then buy. And we can also look at our weekly here, the same deal. We're in the red on the weekly, bam, in the red on the weekly, bam, you came down in the red on the weekly back in 2014, bam, to your bottom. Massive buying opportunity coming up. Massive, massive, massive buying opportunity coming up. Ethereum, in the high time frames, same deal. I mean, if you really, what I'm waiting for here is, I'm starting to DCA back in. I mean, I really am because, just based on the strategy I follow, when we're, especially on Bitcoin, in the red in the daily and in the red in the weekly, DCA in, you're still getting a good price. But especially once we get into the red here in the weekly, that's going to be big. Your 6-day right here, blood diamond, that means we're probably coming down more. Last time this happened, you came down 88%. You're probably not going to come down 88%. I don't think that's going to happen. But you could come down like maybe half of that. You could come down like 44% to 1700, somewhere around there. I'd say probably 1500 worst case scenario, maybe a wick down to 1500. I don't think you're going to retest the previous all-time high of 2018. I don't think that's going to happen. But yeah, looking at some other time frames, don't get tripped up here. You may see, weekly looks awful. Money flow coming out. You do have the VWAP curving up. I don't think that means too much. The 3-day, you got the VWAP curving up here, but I think you're due to go even deeper into the red, kind of like this. Go a bit deeper back in, kind of how we went over here. You weren't at the bottom yet, and then you came down. Well, that was your pandemic dump, but yeah, I think you're due to go deeper, especially same deal on the 2-day. I think you're due to go a little bit deeper here. VWAP's trying to come up. There is always a little bit of a bearish case. You could have that little bearish case there and maybe shoot up to 41 and then finally come down. That could happen, but I don't know. Also, stock market is getting railed, so I don't know. I think we're going to come down in the next month or two with everything for a good buying opportunity. That's what I think for everything in general. So that's what I'm really looking at right here. Now we're starting to get some red dots. Your 2 hour, you got a red dot. I wouldn't consider us to have a divergence just yet, but on some of our lower time frame, yeah, blood diamond on your hourly, those normally don't mean too much, obviously, but here I think it might. You're curving down, some curvature there. Your 10-minute, 15-minute money flow crossover, as we talked about. And what's happening at the moment? Okay, we are trying to, this is volatile. You just bounce off of here, but I think you're going to, what I'm looking at, come down a bit more, somewhere like that. So yeah. And in terms of how we can map this out, let's see, probably something like this. This money flow crossover here to here, 2%, 38 or something, high 37s for the short term. So I'm looking at for Ethereum. We already looked at some of the high time frames there. If you have starting to curve back down on the 12 hour in a downtrend, you come up a little bit and come down. 8 hour, same deal. If you are curving downward. And obviously Bitcoin dominance has been going up. That means Ethereum will likely perform worse than Bitcoin, especially in the downtrend that we were in. So that wouldn't surprise me. Probably a little bit, probably make a few extra bucks shorting Ethereum than Bitcoin, but they do follow one another. So it's kind of the same thing as just using a little bit higher leverage on Bitcoin. So yeah, 15 coming downward. Obviously, less likely, bullish case. I mean, your 2-minute looks kind of good with money flow curving up. Maybe you rally forward a little bit. I mean, probably your 3 hour would be that case. I do like the curvature. We'll see if it happens. We'll see if it happens. I'm not too optimistic on it, especially with the monthly red X on Bitcoin. So yeah, let's look at the chat. And thank you so much, Eric. Shout out to Eric from Mexico. Yes, so 73% of you think we're going down. 26 people, 17 likes. Got to smash the like button. Weather is getting. Where are you, Justin? Weather is getting warmer here in Florida too. We're getting a lot more rain. Let me know, how do you guys like the new setup with the green screen? You like it better, this background a little bit better? I think it looks kind of cool. But yeah. I mean, in terms of Crow is getting killed. CryptoFace was looking at that. 29 cents. I mean, exactly as I've been talking about, not to try to toot my own horn, but been getting a lot of good calls. What I think here is, you probably could come down, 50% from that point, 60% from that point. You'd probably bottom out at 18 cents. So we're getting close. I mean, we are not too far away from the bottom, especially with, some things like how's Polkadot holding up. $14. Yeah, what I've been saying, I think the bottom is going to be like probably not much below $10. Cardano, let's see right here. All right, let's look at the Kraken chart. There is some hope at probably 67 cents. I do think you're probably going to bottom out around 30 cents. This could probably get killed a little bit harder than DOT. And Solana, this probably could get, because I feel like Polkadot's kind of undervalued in general. Solana, things that pumped like crazy, these are kind of still overvalued a little bit. So I think, 30, there's definitely hope at 40, somewhere around this. You'll probably hit off a best case scenario of $50, worst case scenario probably like 30. That's what I would say, that range. Big place. And then Matic I want to look at. Matic's been getting killed, I believe. Yeah. Oof. This was one of the places I saw there was some hope. I feel like here, 80 cents or something. I don't see it going to like maybe 60 or 50 cents. I don't see it going that maybe that low. Probably 75, something like here. And what you want to look at is, there's not enough data, but that is low on the 2 days. So I feel like the big DCAing opportunity is starting right now. This is like your big DCAing opportunity, which is why I'm starting, especially in the coming weeks, DCAing heavily into this market, because I think you're going to hit a bottom with everything within the next couple months. And my short position, I do have a short position. Like I said earlier, guys, not going to give you the exact specifics on where I'm going to take profits and all that, because it was a trade in the exclusive Discord. It wouldn't be fair to the people paying, but it's doing well so far. That's what I will say. And then there's another Ethereum swing short that I've been in that's been waiting a while for an outcome on that, but I think we will get an outcome relatively soon. So yeah. Yeah, thanks, Jose. Green screen is amazing. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So yeah. Um, 24 minute. You may cross over. How's your 22 minute? Yeah, you're about to get a little trigger wave to the downside. I think you're gonna lose this level. That's what I think. So yeah, ApeCoin. We called this pretty well on Paul Barron. I mean, I said, I think I called pretty close. I said, I think 25 and then 28. I might have got close to it. But yeah, I think I said, this is what I said on Paul Barron. This was good. Like once the 4 hour starts curving down with the money flow, get out. And look exactly what happened. Went down. So we called this one pretty well. Right now, yeah, I could see you going to $12 or something. Let's see what happens with this. And then your favorite meme coin, Doge, 13 cents. What I've been saying is probably 6 cents, like worst case scenario. Blood diamond right there. This general area, somewhere around here, 6 cents is what I think in the next, when would that happen? June, July or something. I think we may bottom out in June, maybe into May. Yeah, I've been saying for Bitcoin, buy in May at 24K. I mean, you may get that capitulation wick down. So yeah, but The big buying opportunity is almost here, if not here already. I mean, it's time to DCA in, I would say. And then your 4 hours about to print a red dot, 3 hour printing a red dot. So, you know, a little bit of hope, a little bit of bullish hope, but I just know the environment. You know, I know the market well, so I just don't think you're going to come up too much. But yeah, might be a little bit sideways here. Crypto Face earlier, I was watching him. He had it right. I mean, he was well into profit, didn't take the profit, sadly. Sometimes you get tripped up on, you go against your own gut instinct, I guess, because he said to take profits too, and he even sometimes you don't follow your own advice. I'm guilty of that as well. Yeah, thanks so much, Jay. Appreciate you guys so much. Smash the like button. Got a little, not too many viewers today. Slow day, because I'm on a little bit later. I was waiting until Crypto Face got off. I was watching his stream, and yeah, I drank a big cup of coffee, so I got some energy right now. Let's see. People have talked about Near a lot. I know it's, I mean, I'm not that into this one. I'd have to like do more research on it. I mean, your daily, curving downward. I think this would probably bottom out somewhere around $5 or something, like everything else, about a 50% downward, 5.66. Big area to look. What's the other one? Oh yeah, Luna. Luna's the other big one. And I feel like that's finally coming down, as I've been saying it would for a while. I think this ultimately should come down to like at least $65. Probably worst case scenario 40 something. I mean, you got to realize this is so up. It's so due to come down. Everything, nothing goes up forever. I think the $40, $50 range is huge. I mean, if by some miracle we could keep, $60, we can. But look at this 2 days. This looks just awful. I mean, the time to buy is when this goes deep in the red here, which is in a couple months, where you see this deep in the red. That would be the time to really get in. So, yeah, that's what I'm looking at for Luna, for the moon. But yeah. And we're back up with Bitcoin. I mean, this is a volatile, weird. And if you look at, you look at how funding rates are, especially on Phoenix, it's just going back and forth and back and forth. Let me look at on Bybit on my phone what they are at right now, the funding rates. So it shows 0.01. So more people are going along. It keeps going back and forth though. Let's look at the USDT one. Yeah, so more people are going along on Bybit at the moment. It's been flopping and groping. I feel like a lot of people don't know what they're doing, sadly. But yeah, I mean, let's see. But yeah. So we're just waiting. We're waiting for an outcome right now. On the short position. In terms of a long position, I mean, at minimum, I'm trying to wait for a money flow crossover here on the 3 hour. We'll see if that plays out. I mean, you might have something good with some of these VWAPs coming up on like your 2 day, your green dot in the daily, but it's not a real divergence. So I wouldn't even like consider that much. And you got money flow coming out. I don't think it means too much, guys. I really don't. And I think this monthly red dot right here would probably most likely overpower it a bit. But yeah, we'll see what happens. They're coming up there. Curvature in lower time frames. I feel like this is just, it's a bull and bear fight right now. Just everybody trading, nobody knows what they're doing. And I feel like it's going to break out one way or the other. And I think most likely it's going to be to the downside. That's what I will say. I think most likely it's going to be downside. Nice fidelity. Always, so Justin, the funding rates, you could see them on Bybit, Phoenix, if you're on the, where you're placing the trade. They're not too hard to find. I also show you how to look at them, I believe, in my course. Yeah. But yeah, for something like this, hope you have good risk management. I mean, I'm not right 100% of the time. I do lose trades here and there, so you gotta be careful. I mean, I do have a stop loss on it and everything. I smash the like button. We got 50 people in here. Guys, let me know if you have any questions. I should always try to answer them. 15 minute, oh yeah, what was it, 24 minute curving downward. So yeah. And let's see right here. I mean, let's look at our SPY. And we're approaching, we're at 412 right now. We came down a bit more. I've been saying, big place, 377, 380 is the next big place. If you look at your weekly, you're curving downward. It would be nice if we could get, it hasn't happened in a while. It would be nice if we could get in the red here for a massive buying opportunity in a couple months. We could hit the bottom before it gets into the red, definitely. Your 4-day as well, big buying opportunities every time it goes into the red, typically. So yeah, and these RSIs curving downward. 3-day just getting into the red here, So maybe in the short term you have a little bit of a recovery, but I think generally in the next few months you're going to trend downward with everything. There's your SPY. Let's see. How's your, Crypto Face was looking at this. Let's see. You're getting a little bit of a recovery or something here. What I'm really waiting for on this is, it does look like a good buying opportunity in terms of your weekly, like a really good buying opportunity here. And you're down so much. So, down 73%. The only thing is, you might be better off. You might be better off to just wait it out a little bit longer. You give it, a month or two. Wait till you come into the red here. Will you come into the red here? You might. Even if this is the bottom and you just trend sideways for a bit, you still might come into the red for a big buying opportunity, or worst case scenario, probably $150. Amazon really has not been doing well at all right now. Amazon, one piece of advice, I was talking to somebody who, more of an average retail investor, and she was like telling me, oh, I just buy Amazon. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, when does your average retail investor, not to say that this person, doesn't make money in the market or whatever, but, it's tough as an average. It's tough for somebody who doesn't, research it as much as I do, or as much as somebody who's a professional at this, like me or Crypto Face, or, anybody who, has some accountability and knows what they're doing. Into the red here, you're down a lot. You're down 36%. I could see us going to this pocket, down 40% for a healthy correction here. Red on the weekly is nice. That's a nice buying opportunity over there. It stayed more sideways. I feel like we got to consolidate for a bit, and then it's a good DCA opportunity. Let's look at our 2-week here, kind of the same as Netflix. Maybe wait, have a little bit of patience, see what happens here. Wait till you get in that at least the red on the 2-week, and then that's a massive. Look at that. Ooh, $30 buying Amazon in 06 at there. Imagine that. Just imagine that. And then you could, I feel like this is more kind of how we look at, the crypto charts or whatever. For that, if you bought 15 years later buying like Cardano or Ethereum or Matic or something. But yeah. This is the best time to accumulate? To DCA, yes. I wouldn't. Is that the person trading live and losing copious amounts of money? I'm not sure. Guys, smash the like button. Why do I raise the Discord price, the Patreon price? I think it's a very fair price right now. I did raise it a little bit. You're grandfathered in if you got in early. I think it's a really good value for what you got. Like a really, really good value. I'm a lot cheaper compared to a lot of other people in this industry. That's what I will say. I might do a yearly. Who wants me? Do you want me to do a yearly option for a decent discount or something? I may do that. Let's see here. Market cap 123 trillion. If you come down another 20% or something, $1 trillion market cap, I'd say that's a steal for Amazon. How's this guy doing? It's hard for it to stay under 10 bucks. Hard for it to stay under 10 bucks. I'd still give it some time though. Give it a month or two. I mean, this is a very good DCA opportunity. I mean, how down is this SPY? Let's see, just from its all-time. I didn't realize. Are we down like, we're down 14%. I mean, historically, that's always, it's maybe on the 3-day would be better, but 14%, the majority of time is a pretty good. I mean, you got to wait a little bit sometimes, but you're usually near the bottom at 14% in a few months, I think. And yeah, it's usually 14%. So I think in general the market will go lower in the next few months, but I think if you're buying now, I think you're not that bad off. You know what I mean? I don't think it's very, very heated. There's another. This is I'm not gonna say whose risk metric this is, but it's another. Yeah, there's somebody else's risk metric. I'm not gonna say like who they are, but like, yeah, once we get down to 380, that's where it gets to be a very good buying opportunity. Getting close. We're not too overheated right now, at least not compared to where we are. So, yeah. And Bitcoin, just waiting, patiently waiting for an outcome on our short position here. I mean, just been sideways since, been sideways for a while here. I think we'll get it. I think we will get our outcome here. I know CryptoFace did have a spiral line up here or something. I don't know about that. Let's try a fib level. Let's see. Is there any like other points we could look at in between that we could possibly get rejected off of? Not too much between here and 40. Right there, yeah. Maybe. But I think net right now we're just looking at a lot of flopping and groping. A lot of people don't know what's going to happen. Is this the bottom? Is this not? But I think we're going to go down a bit more. Vanessa likes the Discord. Shout out to Vanessa Nieto. Hope you're doing well, Vanessa. Yeah, I'm going to try to do a yearly option. The thing I was thinking about that is like if I want to, the issue with that is if I want to take a month off at some point, if I want to do some like silent meditation retreat for like 10 days or something, I want to be able, because that would, the monthly, you could just pause it and, have nobody get charged for a month and then take the month off and then come back. That's the problem with the yearly, is you can't do that, but I'll think about it. But yeah. I have been on a winning streak in the Discord lately, so I'm due to lose a trade here or there. That's usually, no one's gonna, usually once you win, more than 8 trades in a row or whatever, you're gonna have a loser here or there. Yeah, nothing's really happening right now. It's just, what else could we look at? Oh yeah, Tesla. This, I believe, has held up pretty well. Yeah, kind of rejecting off of there, curvature downward on your 8-hour. I think ultimately what you want to look at, definitely your 3-day, big buying opportunity once you go into the red on the 3-day, I would say. Just historically. Yeah, imagine buying this at 60. This was a big, 4 years, over a 10x. Yeah. That's what I'd probably wait for. And when could that happen? June, July. I would say if you want to get in right now, don't put all your eggs in at once. You know what I mean? You gotta spread it out a little bit. But big area to look at. It could come down another 20% or whatever. It's a volatile puppy. Tesla is $700 back there. I remember that. I don't see it really going much below like 600. I'd say probably 500 worst case scenario for this. If you go that low, that's a massive buying opportunity. I mean, also like weekly going into, yeah, you could go into the red in the weekly for a big buying opportunity in the next few months as well. But I don't see it's going much below here. I mean, it would need to be some bad circumstances to get this down here. You know what I mean? Um, that's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know like what people, maybe a 10% discount or something. I gotta think about it. I'll check what like some other YouTubers do with theirs. But yeah, we're coming up. This is interesting. We are coming up here. I don't think it. I mean, that double most likely you would come down, but we'll see. Yeah, because you got your 3 hour coming up, and then let's look at ETH. Oh, let's look at Bitcoin dominance actually. This was looking interesting. Yeah, I mean, this is just it does look very, very likely, in the next few months, you come down, the entire market cap comes down, and this continues forward. And this could come back. I mean, a nice bottom would be like what, 60% or something. This could really shoot up if a lot of altcoins really get hammered, and we're already seeing that, especially with the small cap altcoins. I mean, I feel like a lot of people are just ready to get rid of those. Um, yeah, I mean, look at how this was the bottom, or bottom was around here. So this point, 50, 60%, I could see us going up to for the same bottom. Definitely doable. Wow, it was 98% back in. Wow, I didn't realize how much. Yeah, those alt seasons really do it. Oh yeah, total crypto market cap. And this is another, if you're more bearish, if you're trying to wait to get in, just wait till this goes in the red. I mean, this is probably the most surefire way to get in close to the bottom, probably, if this repeats. I mean, maybe if by some miracle you don't go into the red and you continue forward, I mean, yeah. Or I think your 6 day on this is in the red. Yeah. Yeah, I just got into the red, so I would start DCAing in a little bit, but don't DCA in too much, I would say. And now we're back there. So this is just popping around the same area. I think here's just, a bull and bear fight. I mean, the funding rates are changing like every 2.5 seconds. Let's see what they are at the moment on Bybit. Still 0.01, so still in favor of shorts. So yeah. I mean, I got in a little bit above this, I think, around this general area. CRO, yeah, we looked at that a little while ago. CRO, I mean, what I will say is I think it could go even a little bit lower. I mean, what I want to show you guys though is, look at what happened with this guy. Yeah, $2 right now. I mean, this is like the old CRO. I mean, I think you're getting close to a bottom, and this held up well. And I mean, look how well this held up in like May. I mean, it did come. Yeah, May 2021. I mean, this held up well throughout this. This didn't even, it was at $8 almost, but it held up well compared to a lot of things. And then throughout the bull market, it just went down. And, the SEC and everything happening is not helping it. I hold a small position in this. That's one of my ones that's in negative. Is there utility for the tokens of exchanges, like FTX token, Celsius, Crypto.com? Maybe. Could these tokens also go to zero and the exchanges succeed? I could see that happening as well. So I don't know. I mean, time will tell. That's another reason. Just don't marry an altcoin. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Yeah, it's just a waiting game a little bit. I mean, here's what you're looking for. If you get into the green on this, you could do, maybe you could get something like this. Maybe, yeah, you probably could get, and then let's draw a fib or something here to here. Yeah, you probably could get something like that. I mean, that would be a nice rejection downward if you just keep repeating this general pattern of just bouncing around boringness. This is your bullish case, and then you come down. 70 people. Guys, let me know if you have any questions. We already looked at a lot of stuff. I mean, I've been looking quickly, but if anybody new is coming in and you want to ask me a question, feel free to. I'm going to stay on for at least a little bit longer here. Hour don't look too bad. I mean, that's your main bullish case. You got the VWAP curving up there. Good curvature under 3 hour, yeah. You might be. I mean, you might be. I'm just not, in terms of overall trajectory of the market lately. Something like that. Maybe. But wait for that to confirmation there. The problem is, when you're looking at, your weekly, red X confirmed there, these high time frames usually overpower everything. Blood diamond confirmed, I mean, into the red, so you could get a little bit of relief here. That wouldn't surprise me. If you get a little bit of relief up to something like this, up to 3,000, but I do think the general trajectory of the market right now is downward. I'm just impatiently waiting for. I just want some outcome to happen. I want something to happen. This is one of the things with trading too. People just staring at the charts, and the second you leave, it goes. You get an outcome, but yeah, I mean, it's just a boring trajectory at the moment. Near I looked at, I think it'll go down, 40, 50% with everything else in the next few months. So, Patrick, for SPY, I think 380 is a big place to look. I think it will probably bottom out there within the next few months. You may have a little bit of a recovery right now because we're getting, near a big point, but I do think it's going to come down a bit more. And in terms of a long, I mean, look at your money flow crossovers, I believe, on your 4-day or higher on SPY. Breaking boundaries, good picture earlier. RSI, I don't look at the RSIs as much. I look at the VWAP. I mean, I do have a lot of strategies in my course if you guys want to check that out, but not to just show the course, but it's a lot of it's combined basic strategy with a few other things like for short curving downward with money flow on these lower time frames makes it more likely you're going to go short, especially that combined with VWAPs curving downward, the 3 hour, 4 hour. And then for, more, VWAP curving up here for more of a swing trade 2-day, and then money flow crossovers on some of these. Good places to look, but I go into a lot more detail in the course, where to take profits, all that type of thing. So, 387 now, so we're coming back to that. This is just sideways. And guys, discount code for coupon code for the course just for you guys, Discord 20 if you're interested. Thanks for joining me. What is up, Tom Crown? Shout out to Tom Crown. I want to give you a how do I give you the wrench or whatever? Add moderator? Oh, it's right there. Okay. I don't know what permissions that gives you, bro, but I think that gives you a wrench. I don't know. Hope you're doing well, Tom. How are your trades doing? Are you still long? What are you doing? Okay. We gotta get that collab in the books this month. Oh, okay. Yeah, cool. Yeah, come on my channel. I'm on my streams. Be interesting to get your take on things. Yeah. Right now, I mean, what I'm kind of looking at, I'm in the short term, I'm more bearish. I mean, we do have the thing I don't like that a lot of people are kind of missing right now is this red X on the monthly. This is what I mean. It's just like here in this bear market of 2018 where you just crash down a lot more. And the weekly and the 2 week looks so similar to that, and they also look the same in 2014. So for that reason, I'm gonna have to lean more bearish. And you got blood diamonds here, so I mean, there's just too many reasons to be bearish. But I think the most bullish of cases, we could pump up to like 40K in the short term, but I don't really see it happening. In terms of people trading right now, like funding fees are just going back and forth. Like no one knows what's going to happen, but I'm definitely more bearish at the moment. You went long on Crow, nice. Crow I looked at, I mean, yeah, you can leverage. There's, probably in Phoenix, I'm sure you could leverage trade that. Oof. I mean, what I'm looking for as I'm on the wrong. Let me see if I can find something with more data. Crow, FTX maybe? Yeah, here we go. I mean, my general consensus on a lot of these is like a 50% correction or whatever from that point. So I could see it going to 20 cents, bottoming out there. Probably worst case scenario, like 14 cents. I would probably be, not enough data. I mean, yeah, you may be able to bottom out here, but I do think, there's a psychological area. The fact that we're not redoing 30 cents. I mean, what's your, I'm trying to think if I were to go long in this, where I would try to take profits or whatever. Nah, no me gusta. No me gusta aquí. Well, you got your very deep in the red. You got your VWAP curving up. I wouldn't. I don't have the courage to go long in this, but I mean, maybe a scalp or something. I'm trying to think where you would even something like that. I don't know. Wow, that's a good risk reward ratio. Something like that. I mean, I'm not seeing it. Not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. The slow mode. It's a little taking too long. Maybe I could edit that. GT, Fidelity Autos. I don't know GT. Gate chain? I've never heard of this. Well. I don't know. I feel like that looks awful. I feel like it's just I mean, if everything else comes down, which I think it will, price, I don't know. There's not enough data on this to really tell. This could anything get out. This could go to zero. But yeah, I don't like how it's looking overall. That looks good. Yeah, short-term time frames. You got some good curvature or whatever there, but yeah, I wouldn't be messing with too many altcoins at the moment. Let's see, is anything happening with Bitcoin? Coming down, good. The short is doing well. And we're probably getting close to going into the, yeah, getting close to going in the red there. How's your 20-minute? Are we in the red in the 20-minute? No, but we'll get there. 15 minutes good for a short. Yeah, you guys smash the like button. 47 likes, 65 viewers in this live stream, and I'm glad you guys have liked my new setup with the green screen. So that's really good. I think it looks cool as well. So yeah, and if you guys can chat now, it's also available. Okay, thanks. Oh, long still open from 34. What are we? Okay, so you're ahead a little bit. Um, oh, the mod thing bypasses. Okay. I mean, I think short right now, but we'll see in terms of what to do. Ooh, okay, another blood diamond or hourly confirms in 11 minutes. Yeah, I think you're coming down. How's our 17-minute? Ooh, okay. That should probably be a blood diamond. That's yeah, it's not close enough to the 0 line, but that could bring you down. It could be like something like that, and you just come right down. Let's see how much my winning streak goes on. But yeah, let's see if once we get 50 likes, then I might come off, guys. Smash a like button. One more, 50 likes. I don't know if it really does as much as everybody says. You know, people liking the video, everybody asking you to like the video. I mean, you guys probably hear that all day and night, and that's probably why I say it, because I hear it all day and night as well. Who knows? But yeah. I'm trying to think. How's PayPal holding up? It finally hit the level I've been looking at for months. I think it's just going to be a good buying opportunity for everything once we get into the red on the 2-week on a lot of these things. Just a good buying opportunity. I mean, if this goes down 80%, I mean, we could have, what I want to show you guys too is, you know, because in our lifetimes, most of our lifetimes, we're used to recessions being, you know, more elongated, like '08, you know, like 2000, it takes a while, but if you look at how pullbacks were, you know, and excuse me, I believe this was probably a recession or something, you know, down 40%, and then you recover. I mean, how long did this recovery take? Not too long. Covered in, you know, about a year. You know, this wasn't like where, you know, yeah, 88 to a year or two. I think you could get, you know, more like this, you know, where you have these recessions that recover quickly. I mean, this wasn't the 70s. This was Carter. Yeah, this was your last. This took a while to. I mean, how long does? It only went down though. You could get something like this too, where it's just boring for many years. It only went down 26% here, and then you recovered. So, you know, it's just boring. How about this one? 44%. This was This was Carter. Yeah. Or no, this was Nixon. Or yeah, Carter won the year after. It went down, you know, in half a year about, or no, 23 months, so a year or two. Okay, so this is more like, yeah, it's a 70, yeah, 3 years to recover. Yeah. That was sideways for 66 all the way to 81. Yeah, sideways for a 15-year period. You didn't get much out of that, but here, the 40s, yeah, back in the 40s, that was a good time. I remember the 40s, man. I don't know if it's funny too, because like our generation, we're so young that we don't even know. Like, I mean, there's obviously black and white TVs, I believe. I don't know. Was it silent films only? I'm trying to think when they came out with talkies. That was the 30s where they had taught. Yes, I believe TVs were in most homes with sound in the 40s and 50s. And this was, you know what this was? Yeah. That was so overheated. Look at that. Look at that. No one probably was looking at data back. I mean, ooh. Oh, we're finally getting a little bit of an outcome. We're getting close. We're getting close to our, okay. Good. Go down. Good. Good Bitcoin. But yeah. I don't know what's going to happen, guys. But I do know strategies to, you know, win the majority of trades I make. And I know strategies, you know, when to DCA in for long term, and, you know, how to make money in this market, most likely in the long term, and how to win the majority of leverage trades in the short term, as long as you're using good risk management. Excuse me. But yeah. Losing that area, good. Let's funny. It's like it's dumping. Yeah, dumping. Wow, I'm happy with my trade. So 61 viewers. Let's see here. Why was CF long? Based on what he saw last night, there were some good time frames. Money flow come up the hour, the 2 hour. He kind of like he said to take profits, but he didn't take. That's funny. You always, sometimes I do that too. You say to take profits, and you're right, and then you don't take profits. But yeah, um, but yeah, and he was seeing the same things I was seeing that made me want to go short a little while ago. So yeah, he wanted to get off. He probably could have shorted the market and did well. I'm sure he's got stuff to do. He's a busy man. Yeah. But yeah, guys, 56 likes. Thank you guys so much. I'm probably gonna get off. I mean, there's not too much. I almost want to wait for an outcome because I want to wait us to dump down a little bit more. And blood diamond hourly confirms. Yeah, I'll stay on 5 more minutes. See, that's the last time we had a blood diamond on hourly. It's been a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, these have been working out well lately. Maybe this one won't, but the working out okay. But yeah. In terms of the S&P, Dow Jones, I think you're so due to go into the red in the weekly here. Um, you know, that's a good DCA opportunity, a good buy opportunity when you're in the red. I know statistically, some people say, statistically for the market, like index funds, I think it's better to, and this is going to sound ridiculous, it's better to just drop a lump sum of money in. So maybe when this goes in the red, drop a lump sum of money in, maybe not financial advice, but for Bitcoin, more of a DCA in. So yeah. We could look at, I know Buffett was so bullish on Apple. Well, I mean, he has to be. They own a ton of it. I think you'll come down with everything else. I think you're so due to go into the red here. I mean, nothing. You're in the red and the two. I think you're going to go a little bit deeper. It's going to be more like this. You know what I mean? More like 19 or something. You're going to go. I mean, what's the market cap on this? 2 trillion. You could come down a bit more here. I could see it come down another 20% or something. I could see just in terms of here to, let's just see the percentage it usually is, in terms of, right? You could repeat something like this. What was this percentage here? You could come down another 20% easily. That's a big buying opportunity, yeah. And that would bring you into the red. Weekly, I want us to go into the red. You could bottom out and then still come into the red later here. That's the thing too, kind of like, you were basically bottomed out there before you came to the red, then you came down a bit more, but yeah, kind of the same. So yeah, could repeat like that. Let's see here. Come on, do something. Do I trade commodities? No. Well, I mean, is gold a commodity? A little bit. I've done gold. How's gold looking? This could be a good buying opportunity. It looks overheated on your high time frames though, but I think you're going to come higher into the green, I feel like, Yeah, it was up to 2,000. I think it'll do well in the next couple of years. Like I feel like the gold bugs, the Peter shifts are going to have one last hurrah, and it's going to go up in the next few years, 50% or something. And you'll get up to, new all-time highs somewhere around here. And all the gold people will say they're right, but I mean, in the long term, it just, gradually, very slowly trends up with time. Maybe a good opportunity now. I mean, you're in the red here. This probably wouldn't be a bad opportunity for gold. How are your lower time frames? Like, yeah, coming up there in the hourly, 2 hour. I mean, if you wanted to, this would be one of those trades where, like, if you just you're just betting that that's the bottom or something, and then look at that risk reward ratio. I mean, if you want to try to get up to that point, I'd say here probably. And you could do this on FEMEX too. I would maybe, how's your 4 hour? Maybe give it a shot. Maybe. I feel like Bitcoin's going down more now. Yeah, same. Good, good, go down, down. Come on. Dump. How much could it go down in the next couple of days? Down to 0 now. That's a good question. Let's see. You know, I'm trying to think what percentage I could kind of guesstimate and tell you. Trying to think here. It could go down, I'd say in the next few days, probably at least to this bear, 36 something, or this line, 37. That's the next big place I'm looking. So yeah, that's a major point. If we lose this level, that's the other thing too. If you guys aren't familiar, I've been saying this for a long time, for decades, for centuries. I've been saying this, if we lose this line, see 1, 2, 3, 4, if we lose this, you close a daily candle below this, you're probably going to end up in the mid to high 20s, I think. So yeah. And that's like low enough. Like once you go into the, high to mid 20s, even low to that's low enough where it's like everybody says, okay, millennials, you were all wrong. Everybody, Warren Buffett was right, yada, yada, yada. And then it's like that massive buying opportunity that only comes around every 3 or 4 years. And then by early 2023, you're back at 50, 60K or whatever. And you just doubled your money pretty easily. Most likely, I think that's what will happen. Will you get more with ETH? Probably. Will ETH outperform it? Most likely, but not 100%. That's why, if I just had a small portion of my portfolio in crypto, I would say, go higher on ETH, but I still keep a slim majority in Bitcoin just because of the unlikely scenario that Ethereum doesn't outperform it. But yeah. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Please like the video. Please check out my course. Discount code Discord 20% off. I think it's going to help you guys out a lot. Risk management, how I do all these trades, everything I do, why I think the majority of people lose this game, trading psychology, all of that. I think it's going to help you guys out a lot. Market Cipher, link in the description below with my discount code. The exclusive Discord, so my trade entries take profits. Exclusive TA. I think that's going to help you guys out a lot too. FEMEX, BITGET. Those are my links down below. Those are kind of, if you want to, it's the same promo that every YouTuber is going to give you. If you want to help support the channel, check those out. And all the things down below are things I use and benefit from. Never going to link you to any nonsense. So yeah. All right, guys. Have a good one. Thanks for joining me today. Goodbye.